Hey, what's good, peeps? How you all doing? It's Sal Warner Post. How you all doing? Back with the mixing sound. We're here. We're back live. We're not quite live, but you know, it's Monday. We're feeling happy. It's the weekend, Monday after the weekend, whatever you want to call it. We had a great weekend. Fantastic result. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 2. Fantastic. How does that sound, ladies and gentlemen? United fans, how does that sound? Tell me. Answers on a postcard. Stretford Post. Don't forget. Yeah, so basically, I wanted to talk about the game in general after everyone has settled down, after the celebration and the booze is all gone down. And I just want to say this, I want to talk about the game on a level playing field, right? I'm a Man United fan. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the performance immensely. I felt that we were on fire. In the first half, I haven't seen us, and I know this might sound a bit exaggerating, but I haven't seen us perform like that for years. For years in the first half. In the first half in particular, okay? In the second half, it was backs to the wall job. But when you perform like that in the first half, it gives you confidence and you feel like you can perform like that. You know, you have the ability to perform like that. But we cannot go and win this game just like we have over the last few weeks, beating or drawing against the sides, the big sides in the Premier League, and then go and losing to, the minnows of the Premier League, so to speak, which will be Watford next week. So we don't want to be going losing to Watford or drawing to Watford or Everton and Alkmaar, and then we're like, oh, here we go, Ollie out, So I want to talk about this on a level, on a side of, not over exaggerating, because I felt that I'm gonna get a lot of criticism for this. Oh, he's so negative. He's so negative. He's so negative. How can he be so negative? He's a plastic. Or whatever. Yeah, plastic bag, whatever you want to call me, whatever, mate. Listen, we over-celebrated. We over-celebrated the result. I felt that the result was fantastic. I felt like we should have won the game. Ole should have been off down the tunnel. Next. Because I feel like we acted like we won a trophy or we just qualified for the Champions League. It was like a kind of first leg Champions League result, 2-1, and you got 2 away goals and we were there. Yes, get in, we got 2 away goals. It's a bit like that. But we cannot deny the fact that we've had a poor season. And we have to remember that. We've had a poor season. One of our worst seasons in our history starting. So we cannot over-celebrate. It's nice to celebrate. We have a little celebration. We won. Get in, blah, blah, blah. But we end it there, right? I know that City, they were cocky before the game. And I want to talk about that. Yeah, they were cocky before the game. The City is theirs, eh? The City is theirs, apparently. Apparently, Manchester is Manchester City's. They mustered the ability to create this showreel on Manchester City, which only went back. Well, it sort of went back, and then it dropped down to the Championship. And it was a bit funny, I found it. I found that Nicky Weaver saving a penalty is quite funny. Sean Gota, that's quite funny. Paul Dickoff is quite funny. Yeah, you're talking about the City is yours, right? You were formed in 2008, love. Yeah, so don't tell us about the City is yours. Yeah? When you've won 3 Champions League titles, trebles, doubles, Champions League doubles, league 3 times in a row, 20 times Man United, get in there, yeah? When you've done that, then you can start talking. But at the moment, the City is not yours. It never has been yours. So far, you are the best performing team in Manchester, but you're not the best team in Manchester, and Manchester is not yours. Manchester will survive without Manchester City. Without Manchester United, Manchester won't survive. And as controversial that may seem, it's true. I want all these Premier League teams to understand this, right? And I put Arsenal in our bracket. During the 90s and the early turn of the century, we made the Premier League what it is. We made the Premier League as attractive as it is. It's a well-known fact that Roman Abramovich purchased Chelsea because he went to a game between Real Madrid and Man United, and he fell in love with the game. He weren't really a football fan, right? It's a well-known fact that without Man United, that the Premier League would just be another Eredivisie, right? Because during the 90s, English teams were on the way down, right? During 1990, 1991, 1992, I know I'm going way back, but we were not winning things. It was only until United got in this Champions League semi-final in 1997 against Dortmund, that we started to believe that English teams could go up there and win the Champions League again. And that's when the Premier League became attractive. And all this going on and on until Manchester City were purchased. For goodness sake, those owners of Manchester City, fair play, they've done a fantastic job. They've built the infrastructure, they've done it the right way, which our owners have not done. Right? But that does not discount who we are. All right? Those owners, let's put it in perspective. Those owners could have bought Leyton Orient. And Leyton Orient right now will be playing Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. Right? Or Dynamo Kiev or Dynamo Zagreb, whatever you want to call it. But Leyton Orient would be playing that team if the Arabs took charge. That's not something to be proud of. We built our history from the scratch. And I don't want to sound like sour grapes, but we did. And you should really show respect before you tweet out silly nonsense like that. Yeah, that is your city. And to be honest with you, I don't know what that video show was done on. I don't know whether it was done on, your mobile phone or whatever it was done. But I could have done it in 5 minutes. You could have made me do it. I could have done it for you because there's not much history there. I just have to go back to 2008. And if I have to see that bloody Aguero go over and over and over again, Martin Tyler screaming out his lungs, goodness me, I tell you, mate. I tell you, I'm fed up. I've seen that about 1 million times. I think they got to stop breading it. They have overrated it. They have overemphasized it. Now, it's a big week for United, and I feel like this week is pivotal for our season because it's December, it's halfway through the season. Can we kick on like we did last season without the slump? If we can kick off without the slump, we will be fine. But we have to go on and we have to win these games and coming up. We got a very favourable draw. Well, fixture list. We've got a favourable draw in the Europa League as well. That's no doubt. So if we go out, we get some confidence. We play the youth against Alkmaar. We go out there, we smash them. And we go to Watford and we win the game comfortably. And then we go on from there. Because points add up. And if we beat Sheffield United, right? And we didn't lose to Newcastle, even a couple of those games would have put us in the top 4. And this is the whole point. You have to win these games. You have to win these games in the league. And without winning these games, you will not qualify for the Champions League. And that's a fact, right? It's not all about Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea and Manchester City. It's not all about those teams. You have to play every team. Yeah, there's 20 teams in the Premier League. You have to play every team. So that's my show for today. I wanted to remind you that this is not the official show. The official show will be coming soon. I'm getting all the preparations in place, the guests, the setup, the studio, and I hope you can join me for it. I hope you enjoy what you hear, and if you don't, I don't care. But, we're all Man United fans, we all want the same thing. So that's my opinion, and we have to accept it. I just go and buy what I feel, and I hope you agree. Fantastic. If not, why? Why don't you agree? My next show, I'm going to be talking about a lot of other things as well, about the Premier League, other Premier League teams, because I've got a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I've got a few friends who are Arsenal supporters, and they're telling me about overrated players in the Premier League, and I'm going to go into that next show. But listen, thank you for joining me. It was a great weekend. Let's bring it on. Let's not go over the top. Let's stay humble and let's go on and let's win those games. Let's keep doing this. Glory, glory, Man United. Back with a mixing sound. I'll be back soon. I'll see you soon, guys.